What's up, people? It is Tuesday again, and we are live. How's everybody? Landon, how goes it, dude? Oh, I am one sore pup tonight. Tore a Chevy truck down this morning and had it back running again before I left. Shoulders are sore as hell. It goes, huh? Yeah. Is doing a little cable management, huh? How was your weekend, Dan? Landon, you had something going on last time. What were you doing? Worked on a go-kart. Okay. Pretty uneventful. Well, hey, Tom, how goes it, man? First time for me to knock sensor code on a Hemi. No, I've had a knock sensor code a couple times and ended up being the 5-volt reference wire that was broke in the harness. I've been messing with an electric car. Oh boy, that's how I got my curly hair. Yeah, but we Saturday we went to the Lima Gun Show here in Ohio, and boy, I'm telling you what, we've been trying to go the last couple times, and just something comes up we couldn't go, but we got to go this time, and holy moly, man, this place is huge. Sold one, bought one. I'm now part of the Glock family. I finally got one, but man, I'm telling you, that place is gigantic. Yep. I'm gonna try. Try. I think I'm gonna take my laptop to the shop and try and do a live messing with my car. Why was the city you need a gun? I mean, it didn't seem too bad there at the fairgrounds where we were at. We stopped to grab some lunch before we head back home. It didn't seem too hateful, but you know, we don't live there and sure as hell don't party there. So I would show you, but Submarine House, no. There was a bunch of stuff going on. So we ended up just, nope, we ended up just stopping at Burger King, grabbing a quick bite, and headed home. We had been at the gun show for a few hours, so we were kind of spent. The Submarine House wouldn't have been bad. I didn't know where in the hell it was. We were right there on the main drag. But regardless, I'm going to try and get this to work out. But we'll see how that goes. The my laptop at the shop where I did a couple lives at the shop, but the last couple ones, or actually I think the last one I did, the laptop just started, it dropped It becomes nice, Landon. But it kept dropping internet. So that's why the last live I did at the shop, that was the last one because that was a bunch of headache and I didn't want you guys to have to put up with it either. So this one seems to be holding out pretty good. I think I want to take it to the shop and do it from this one. I'll be closer to the internet, so where I'll be working on the Camaro. I need to wash it because it's filthy. I need to buff it. But most of all, I need to get the wiring fixed so I can start driving it again because it's driving me crazy not being able to drive it. Closed road. Where is this at? Where's this road closure at? It's got this notification from my Channel 7, which is my local news, that there was a road closure. Huh. I don't know where it is now. Weird. One more fan to put back in and connect up. And I can fire up the new machine. Heck yeah. Your new desktop. Yeah. Yeah, there was a place that Bobby goes to that buys stuff for his boys' computers at home. And then Jeremy puts them together because he knows more about that stuff than we do. The laptop I actually looked at for at home is a little bit more than I need at the shop. So that's why I'm going to take this one to the shop and then keep the other one at home. But this one never drops internet. It's been a trooper. I've had the hard drives a solid state, updated the video card, and something else the last time I had it cracked open. Luckily, I had a buddy that can take care of that for me. I actually, he set up all my stuff, and then I went over to his house and programmed a PCM for a Trailblazer for him. So it worked out good. I know we're only 8 minutes in. Man, it's a pretty slow night. I figured as crappy as the weather is, that there'd be more people on. Not really had anything exciting happen at work. Exciting night, yeah. Haven't really had anything exciting happen at work either. Just normal old BS. But instead of doing lifters in a Chrysler this time, actually doing lifters in a Chevrolet. Didn't even go outside today. Man, I don't blame you. At 8 o'clock this morning, I walked out my door and it was just like, ew. It was like 27 degrees, I think. I wasn't ready for that. I just wanted to crawl back into bed, hit reset, go back outside. Yo, what up, Cleet? And dude, I'm over the cold and the rain, dude. I want some hot ass weather. I need some sun. I need some sweat. I'm tired of it. My boss is moving racehorses around. I'm ready to send them to Washington. Damn. And we had like, I don't know, 2 days of really nice freaking weather. No rain, nice and sunny, hot. It felt good. And then we went straight in the 20s. Hey, Don. Agreed. It was cold this morning. Yeah. Did you see Calvin's OA Trailblazer do the? No, I heard about it though. But that was cool as hell. Everyone ready for no names. We're getting there, man. I've got a contingency where I can get there if my brother can't, and then I need to finish up a few things in my car so I can bring it this year. How about you? What you got going on? I had planned on going last year, but things just didn't work out. Racing something this year needs someone to call me out. What you racing? Don's done a lot to his uh, Valiant. Helen cylinders over the weekend. Started gap in the rings. Now it's cold again. Yep. Yeah, it's stupid, man. I can't stand it. Last year has been the only year I haven't went. Yeah. Uh, me and Jason made it to the first one and not the second one. So hopefully we'll this year. I hope Jason does. Damn it. If Jason jumps out here, he can tell you what he's got. I'm not sure if you talked to Jason in a while, but he's not doing the S10 anymore. He took that motor out, gave the truck to Hunter, my nephew. He's going to stick a different LS and trans in it, which we actually got that lined up. And then Jason is building a Fox Body Mustang now. And hopefully he can stuff that thing and get it going. You haven't missed a no name. I know, Tom. I'm racing something secret. It's totally stock. Anyone could buy one. Put out a video saying that anyone who beats me with a street legal car will get my grill as a trophy. Okay. That sounds cool. Anyone that can beat me with a stock vehicle would get $100. Cool. I mean, it sounds fun. See, mine is street legal, but it's not stock. I've always drove my car on the street legal. Streetcar. Mine hasn't been stocked since before I got it. It come to me with the 440. It's street legal. It's not the LS Volvo, but don't want to say what it is. Man, it's cool. Where is the LS Volvo? We kind of either someone lost track of it. I know I did. Oh, damn. Okay. Did you ever get to drive it? Took it in the last year before last. Hmm. I can't recall seeing him. No, that's okay. I'm sure you got videos of it. I'll go back and look. So is this new car faster than that one? Didn't race it. Had a blown strut. Well, shit. Okay. At least you're picking up and not losing them. You have too many projects I need to finish right now. One at a time, dude. Not all Teslas are fast. Not all Teslas are fast. Gotta go pick up 55 Dodge pickup. My buddy gave you. Nice. That's a cool old truck. Hmm. Yeah, but that's you're talking about the plaid. That's totally different. Hey, Wendy. That's a different Tesla, Tom. There's a lot of different versions. Old Dean Snyder, I think he's still, I don't know if he's got the fastest one now, but his is pretty damn fast. Hey, Colleen. Wendy, I'm so sorry. I My next build for YouTube is going to be a 76 Ford Courier. Nice. Sorry, Colleen. Oh, don't be mad. 76 Ford Courier. I know what that is. There's supposed to be a. I used to race around in a little Courier. There was a doing a body swap, yes, like everyone else seems to be doing. Oh, okay. Um, oh crap. Oh, okay. Cool. Jeff did the same thing, meeting me for the first time in person. Oh shit. No, I've met Wendy. I can't remember if I got to meet you the first year or not. Pretty much a Mazda truck with a Ford badge, yeah. Putting it on a 99 CRV. That ought to be cool. Definitely have a different sound to it, huh? Twisted, what up, dude? How goes it, man? Not going to be here long, exhausted from work today. I dig it. My arms are sore as hell. Hope flooding and rain didn't affect everyone. No, we didn't have any flooding. I mean, we had rivers and lakes were, over full, but we didn't have any big issues. Just so much freaking rain, and my mud has mud on top of mud. Today was a nice little break with the rain. So yeah, there was people around here. Next town over, a couple good floods. Hurt a couple houses, but hopefully no one here that we know. My yard flooded. Tornadoes missed us. Yeah, we had a couple tornadoes kind of swing around us. Didn't hit us like, and I think what was it 2019? We had a couple roll through here. But yeah, these rainstorms, man, they've been hurting a lot of people, destroying a lot of property. We'll get some more flood cars in here soon. Hate all this wind. At some point, I do hate cold weather just because I like doing everything outside and I dislike cold weather. But when you have so much rain, I'll take wind over a lot of rain. But this morning when I walked outside and felt that cold and the wind blowing, I was not happy. I was ready to go back to bed. Was hoping to be able to hit that reset button, but we know that won't happen. So I just went to work, tore that truck apart, and got it put back together. It was 27 here. So yeah, it was quite nippy. It was nice in central Arkansas today, 73 and sunny. Oh, man, I'd have taken it. I think we got up to like 52 with some sun, so it was kind of nice there for a minute. On a nicer note, I got to see 2 hummingbirds. That's a good sign. That or they just took the wrong direction. Oh. Oh. Sorry. I was hoping to have everything set up to where I could actually, um, bring my boss's car and stuff too, but we'll have to see how things go. Colleen, did you get anything accomplished this weekend? I have finally officially started on Dart Sport. Heck yeah. Did you throw up any videos on that? I don't know if I. Hmm. Ouch. No videos yet. Okay, redoing work I done years ago. I did that. Yeah, I did that to my car too. There's a bunch of crap I did on mine that, yeah, it sucked. Worked on the bus, it didn't go well. What happened? Are you having to do body work twisted, or are you just redoing suspension stuff? What's going on? I've owned several 340 cars. For some reason, this is the very first one I've seen front frame supports. Like you see on the rear springs. So, oh, Okay. That is kind of odd. Huh. I wonder what the significance is in that. Does it look like factory stuff? Yeah, that's what I have to do. Okay. 6.2 diesel starter keeps trying to eat the flywheel. New starter, shim, no difference. Have a mechanic buddy coming over tomorrow. What year 6.2 is it? It is factory. I don't recall ever switching. I wonder what the hell the difference is. A 92.62. Huh. So the original starter started grinding, and now you can't get it to stop. Bad flywheel hurt those were issues. 6.2. It sounds like the ring has moved, but I'm gonna check a couple things. I think she said. I think it started with the original starter before they went to a new starter. Um, yes, no issues to being the starter started being stupid. Bought a new starter. Okay. Back on your computer now with your wire showing. Heck yeah, Dan. And with a glass of gin. Hell yeah. So I've seen if the ring gear's not casted into the flywheel, the ring gears can slip and cause that issue too. I've seen that before, but not for a while. I'm not sure if it happened on the 92 Ford or if that was a Dodge thing, or I can't remember. So I used to fix. Well, I worked in a torque converter um, manufacturer when I was like 18, 19, and I replaced all the Chrysler converter starter ring gears. Man, there's so many of those things that were broke. that I had to cut all the welds off, grind the welds down, knock a new ring on it, make sure, measure it, make sure it stayed in place, and then weld it back in. And those things got messed up so bad. And that's not working. Okay, well, we had a strip starter bolt, so we JB welded 2 rods of ball thread in the block. Either. Yeah, some of the Fords were press-ons, but I still tacked them all into place because they still move. I think the ones that I every once in a great while we do Honda and Toyotas. Maybe the starter is moving sometimes and getting hung up where the job weld is. I mean, it's something to think about anyway. You got a lot of ideas to try. But I'd turn the motor over by hand and put a couple witness marks down where you can track the ring gear around the flywheel and see how it looks. And if it's not moved, where the JB weld is. Oh, gotcha. Yep. No reason to be sorry, dude. Everybody's human. It happens. But I would definitely track that ring gear, make sure it hasn't moved. And then if it hasn't moved, then it's got to be something with its starter placement of some kind. But if you've already placed a starter and it's still doing the same thing, I'm going to be willing to bet there's a problem with the flywheel or flex plate, whichever you want to look at. We agree, but this ring gear might be, yeah. I've had it happen. The hell was it? I can't remember what the hell it was, but the first time I had that happen, I can't remember what kind of car it was. It was a truck. It was doing the same thing. Customer did a starter, brought it in, said it was doing it, and it didn't happen first couple times, and then it started grinding as it was turning. But when we put it up on the rack and we hit it, you could see the ring gear would, you know, be out here, and then halfway around it would move back. Hey, bro. Damn, I'm sitting here debating about bed already. No, dude. It's second Monday. That's what it is. And I think everybody's wore out and tired. And this cold just bouncing back and forth is not doing any good on nobody neither. Mohawk, what's going on, dude? I know Mohawk got some stuff done this weekend. Jason got to redecorate the camper. Thank God. Had too many camels up in there. We got 6 tries on firing. Then, yeah. That sucks. Well, I can't remember what kind of truck that was. I can't place it. I think it was a stick. So it had to have been a big flywheel, but the ring gear was moving on it. It's been a while. Hard to remember it all. So what the heck's Mohawk got going on? Ooh. I installed Cerner X15 the other day. That after 3 starts. Man, that's aggravating as hell, isn't it? It's like when they bury the starter underneath an intake that takes you, 7 hours to do. You pray to God, all the starter gods there are, that this starter doesn't go bad again. Or that it starts as soon as you get it done. It's our tow rig camper for no names. Got to get its yep. Oh, 21st century crap. Yeah, and then some. Damn. Well, hopefully you can get it figured out, Colleen. That's uh, that's aggravating as hell. I know. Oh yeah, we'll be in shortly. What's up, old Mac? Not much. Doctor appointments all week so far. Everything is going as expected. Well, that's a good thing, right? Oh, sorry about that. No more. Awesome. Heck yeah. Hope so. Otherwise, it's the minivan again. This year. Yeah, for the van bracket. Heck yeah. I hope not, man. We need to get out of this whole cold shit. Totally over it. My son was going to bring his 99 GMC Savannah this year, but there's a crack in the block. Crap. He's doing a mini bike. Okay, sweet. We got cold. Out of the cold to monsoon season. Yeah, back into the cold. Saw something on the interstate today and thought of Colleen, an old school bus cut into a camper flatbed with a newer car on the back. Cool. And back just got after Historical Society. Cool. 72. Dude, I would take that in a second. Ugh. We're 36 degrees right now. Lots of competition in the monkey bike. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fun. You won't see my lanky ass on one of those things. It's Arkansas. Next, yeah. You know, our weather fluctuates bad here, but that big, huge difference in temperature, it's rarely ever happened like that. I think Arkansas got some really bad tornadoes, I think, this last week, didn't they? From what I saw. Pretty sure it was Arkansas. Us antiques need to stay preserved. I'm 55 and fat. Monkey bikes are great. Well, I'm 6'4". So me on a monkey bike, it'd be like a clown on a freaking scooter. So I mean, I could get one of my buddies' mini bikes, but I wouldn't be able to run in the class with everybody because he's got it so modified. That's the point. I don't know if I could do it. Fixing an electric dryer yesterday kept popping the high temp fuse. Cold air was getting in, causing the element to stay on all the time. Good job, Dan. 27 with a wind chill of 20. Ugh. Ah. No. No. We've had enough of that. Let's see, what is 39? Feels like 45. So there's a little bit of a wind. So we get a low of 29 tonight. We're going to hit a hole 51 tomorrow with rain. Yay. Element was cycling. I was done. Like it should. Heck yeah. Yeah, I had to fix one of my dryers. Oh, years and years ago. I think all I had was my first kid. Couldn't afford a new dryer. Everything would come on, it just wouldn't get hot. So I took it apart and I found the heating element was broke. So, at that point, my fingers did the walking because we still had the yellow pages. We didn't have the interwebs yet. We may have, but I don't think it was all there. I think we could get on AOL online, but I found a local guy um, that was in retirement, and he wasn't but 15 minutes up the road from where I lived in Yellow Springs. I went up there. He gave me everything I needed to put this sucker back together. He's like, "Here's the element. Here's these. Here's this. $29." I'm like, done. So kept out from having to buy a. I think they were only $150, $200 then, but we didn't have that kind of money then. Your parents met in Yellow Springs. Heck yeah. Were they stoners? We get 70 tomorrow after I have 47 today. Then storms again Thursday afternoon. Yeah. April in Tennessee. Especially if you're in the mountains, dude. We rented a cabin in Gatlinburg. And driving up the mountain, I had to put it in four-wheel drive because there was patches of snow going up the mountain on these horseshoe freaking turns or hairpin turns, I guess you'd put it. And at night it was freezing ass cold, so it was in the morning, but in the afternoon, sitting in the hot tub, it was 65, 70 degrees. And it was just like, okay, yeah, this is weird. Wow. Odd. Okay. Yeah, I don't stereotype people, but a lot of people I see in Yellow Springs is either a stoner or a tree hugger, one or the other. We we're cleaning up a lot where I actually worked on my Camaro. Hey, there's Wendy. Um, and all we were doing was cleaning up, some down tree limbs and dead tree limbs. And there's these people that were going crazy because they thought we were cutting this tree down. Woody's Garage. Hello, man. How the hell are you? Thanks for coming in. Moved to South Dakota. I survived replacing a fuel pump and negative 65-degree wind chill. Luckily, there was a bar across the street from where I broke down. Could have a beer. Heck yeah. Problem with living in a small town that your wife's family is from is if you don't get along with the neighbors, everybody knows because everybody's related to your wife. Yeah. I got along with everybody, so it was cool. Eh? Well, see, like I said, I don't like to judge people, but that's typically how the people I run into. But not everybody gets out to where you get to meet everyone. I know in the summertime we like to go up there and hang out, go to the Wicca store and oh, what the hell's that place where they sell the bongs and everything? Import House. They have some really good pizza. I mean, it's fun times. Then we'll go down, walk some trails. So, Woody, where are you from? Rod Serling went to college at Antioch. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Who is that? Live in Texas. Cool. I am in Ohio, and so is Dan. Um, Old Mac here. He's from Michigan. Twilight Zone. Yeah, I like Twilight Zone. My favorite shopping is done at Harbor Freight, which I did today. Picked up cool. Ron Serling. Oh, no kidding. Huh. Okay. That's how I knew him. Harbor Freight is like 8 miles away, but now there's no bank. Okay. Soup Bowl. What? What happened? One more beer and you're out. That's fair, Colleen. Englewood Harbor Freight isn't dealing me. No, there's quite a few more. Oh yeah, yeah, we heard about that. We've sent some donations to them to try and get the breaker box squared away. I sent a couple people over there also that live near him to try and donate some of their time to getting it fixed. Colleen, time to switch to hard liquor. We have 3 Harbor Freights in Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah, we have quite a few here. We have one we hit quite a bit near the garage, near the shop, I should say. But we also have one in Xenia, Centerville out by Cabela's. I mean, uh, we do. We got quite a bit, quite a few. Tan, no, I would have never made it live. I try to steer clear of that stuff till the weekend myself because in most cases I'm so tired already. If I take a couple shots, I'm going to bed. It's like if I used to smoke, I would only smoke later in the evenings because it put me to sleep. A lot of other people just it kept them going, not me. Good seeing everyone. I've been kind of out of it for a while. Hope everyone's doing well. Cool. Thanks for stopping in, dude. It was good chatting with you. You throw up some more videos, we'll hit you up. Diecast Dream Custom, yes. I knew who you meant because that's how I saw him originally. It's all good, Woody. It's all good. Yeah, 3 Harbor Freights. Each one is in a different town, and each town is 20 miles from me. Yeah, I'm about the same way, Mohawk. I mean, it's 15 minutes to one near my work. About 15 to 18 minutes one way, and then same as the other. So it's not quite 20 miles, but YouTube hates you. What happened? Ow. YouTube hates everyone, except for the ones that pay. Agreed. I don't understand how people can smoke and function. 2 hits and I'm out. It would be cheaper. Yeah. It depends on how much and where you get it from, I suppose. I've never you know, it was never a big hit with me, no pun intended. But I still did every once in a while. Like over at Jason's house on New Year's or something like that. Me and him both would hit it after drinking a beer, and I'd have to sit down. But you get one of those high energy parties, and you're constantly doing something and hit it. It's different then, but typically I just sit back, chill, watch a fire, or watch YouTube or TV. Especially when it's cold out like this. If I wasn't on here, I'd had a shower, sitting in my bed watching TV. Or I'd be down here playing with one of my guns or something, something of that matter. But now that I got that Glock, I got a few little things coming forth that I'm going to change out, but not going to affect how it shoots because it already shoots on. I've already got it sighted in and everything. Sunday was Dad's birthday. He's 75, so we took him out to the range after the gun show Saturday. Sunday, we all got up, and I think around 11 or 12 or something like that, went out to the shooting range for a couple hours. It was fun. Day at the range is never bad. Even if you do have to, repair one of your weapons, it's still a good time. Oh, I had Grand Vic and his wife almost falling out of their chair laughing last night. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a must, Dan. If you haven't been to the range, you need to go. That's definitely yeah. We'll probably go again this weekend because I got a few other things I want to try with a different gun. But I'm a one-hit wonder. Wonder what the fuck happened. Oh, that's awesome, Colleen. Now, see, Bobby in the summertime, when it's nice and not muddy and raining and shitty out, we can go out in his backyard and shoot. He's got a bow range, and guns, everything. So it's pretty cool. Ain't busted a cap since the late 80s. Why waste a day at the range when some much needed? Yeah. Needless to say, I don't smoke. Yeah, that's all right. No judgment here. Tried it once at a party when I was 14, ended up at the ER. Doctor told my dad I was having an allergy reaction to THC. All my glands swelled up to the size of golf balls. Holy crap. Yeah, I've heard of that allergy. That's like me with diesel fuel. It sucks. Yeah, I've heard of the THC making people throw up, gag, all that nonsense. So I would definitely understand why you wouldn't want to do it no more. What'd your dad say, Mohawk? Find out where all your glands are. I mean, you don't know until you try it, right? Yeah, we get some customer cars and it's so thick. I don't know how we don't catch contact buzz, but there's some restrictions. Good thing Mohawk didn't want to be a stoner. But there are some limitations to where if it smells too bad, I won't test drive the car because I don't want to be accused of it being mine. I smoked pot in the bathroom of a commercial jet in flight when he was a teenager. A rebel. I never did anything like that. Hmm. Oh, Mac, what were you talking about so much that had them cracking up so bad? We might need something to liven us up a little bit. I had some guys give me a joint once that had horse tranquilizer in it. Can't remember the name of it. Took 3 days to come down. Holy shit. Wow. First, he wanted to unlive me. He saw how much pain I was in. He just said in the stern voice, I guess you learned your lesson. Don't do it again. Never have. Yeah. That's the longest life lessons. There's a lot of the life lessons that happens when you're at that age. And hopefully you learn from it. Never saw Mr. Ed the same way after that. It started with, okay. Yeah, they did a lot of that stuff a long time ago. The angel dust and PCP, and that's some scary shit. Nurse molest beer as long as good. It's been emptied and I'm out. Everyone have a great week. See you on the next live. Thanks, Colleen. Have a great week. We'll definitely see you on next Tuesday if Jason doesn't have a sneaky live Thursday. Wilbur. Seems like you shotgunned it. Huh. Damn it. I know there was a time way back one of my buddies took a bottle of wine from his mom's cabinet or bedroom or something. We ran down into the creek to drink it. And man, I'm telling you what, that walk home took forever. And once I got home, my head was spinning. Chewy. That was my first buzz. Last night, my grandpa didn't drink anymore or do drugs, but I was addicted to sex, but suffering from withdrawals. Oh, God. Wow. Didn't like the spins. Yeah. Suffering the withdrawals the past 20 years. Man, oh man. Damn near fell out the chair. Yeah. Guess you'll have that. Thank you, Lord. I'm not wired to be addicted to anything. Yeah. It's I was on Xanax for a little while for anxiety when I first got divorced. I kicked her out. I had all four of my girls on my own, and I had to figure out how I was going to get to work, how they got to school, what they were doing at home before I got home from work, dinner. I mean, all that stuff, all by myself. And I kind of lost my shit a little bit. So he put me on Xanax, and it was just the lowest dose ever. It was just enough to calm my nerves so I could think, and it worked perfect. But then I got used to it, and I almost got addicted to it, and then I fucked up, and I just quit it cold turkey because I got scared that I was going to be addicted to it. And that messed me up even worse. But I was only on it for probably a month, and then I got my bearings on me. I won't say I've been right since, but I've been doing good. So last weekend, or was it the past weekend? Was it past weekend? No, I think it was the weekend before. My ex sister in law. Um, so she went on vacation somewhere for a weekend, sent her son, to my niece's house on the other side of the family. They came over for the weekend last weekend and, stayed here and did a fire and stuff like that. And so Macon, he found my little Hot Wheels collection down here, and he could not leave this one alone. I told him he could have it, but he said no, he'll play with it when he comes here. So, but it's been sitting here this whole time. I used to get anxiety when I would drink coffee all day at work and then come home and smoke some pot. It took me a while to figure it out. It was just had you too uptight with the caffeine, huh? I uh I don't know what I do. I drink coffee in the morning. I don't drink it all day anymore like I used to. But I have my big ass cup. It takes 5 cups. I drink that till about noon. At lunchtime, I eat lunch and I drink water from that point on. And if I come home and drink one or two, I'll still drink water before I go to bed. Coffee give you UTIs? Damn. That sucks. I know. I so I used to drink Mountain Dew a lot. I quit drinking all that. All that problem went away. I drink nearly a pot every morning, man. I don't know what I'd do if I drink a whole pot. I'd bounce off the fucking walls. It's bad enough with that 5 cups I drink. Uh, that all depends. They found traces of it in mine, but the most they found in the kidney stone I passed years and years ago was calcium, some artificial dyes and shit. It was almost like a binder. Uh, the chocolate, things like that. Oh yeah, damn. Yep. I can't drink in the morning. It just messes me up too fast. I'm not a day drinker either. I can't do it. I'm messed up by the evening and then I'm passed out. But I quit drinking all Mountain Dew, all pop. I drink my coffee in the morning and my water during the day at work. And then, well, I'll drink the sports drinks like not Gatorade, but Body Armor, things like that. But when I get home, if it's super ass hot, drink me a nice cold beer, cool down. Yeah. Hmm. I hate carbonation. Lowe's to close stores for 24 hours. What the hell? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I passed a stone, Wendy, and it sucked. That's why I drink so much water. Keeps everything flushed. Yeah, I pretty much I stay hydrated, especially when it's hot. Yeah, my dad had that done. And then the other ones, he was able to take these pills to make them dissolve. But my dad's kidneys is they're pretty impacted with stones, so he only took the medicine long enough to pass the one that was in the urinary tract, I guess. But yeah, that sucks. Alcohol of any kind makes my stomach knot up. They say I might have an ulcer, but all their tests say I don't. Well, that sucks. Huh. Even if you take a shot. What up, Lars? My mom had to have surgery to have some removed. There was five of them bigger than marbles. Wow. Oof. Had a stent put in before the surgery become my wife didn't want to miss another vacation. Nice. What's JB up to, Lars? Is he busy? Brian, how goes it, man? So we drove to Mrs. Boston Street and blues music and to Nashville. In Cleveland. Good God. That's a lot of driving. Well, okay's better than bad, man. So hope everything's all right. Renegade, what up, dude? Yeah, his Ace Hardware gig is keeping him busy. Gotcha. Okay. I was so busy today, Renegade, I wasn't able to stop on and say hey while you was live. Oh, you wasn't able to go live today. Been sick. Well, I hope you get better, dude. That sucks. I had the luck of passing stones before they get big, taking a piss in here and taking the bowl of things. Yeah, mine actually, the one I passed hurt. It really sucked. But they did an ultrasound and everything, said they didn't see anymore. But the one I had was enough. Made me quit drinking everything. I quit drinking coffee and everything for a long time. They said no, a couple cups in the morning wouldn't hurt anything. Worked on an '08 Honda Odyssey today. Had to replace the Ford exhaust manifold converter. Wouldn't wiggle out. Looked up all data. Remove front bumper and electric fans. Yeah. I don't remove the bumper. I just take the fans out. I've actually done a few converters here last Friday and Monday. Did a Subaru converter and then two cats on a Ford Edge. And actually, the Subaru's coming back with another cat code, which is weird because I took the temperature on the cat and it was hotter at the front, so it was getting clogged up. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we got a bad cat. Some of those aftermarkets don't get hot enough. They don't trap enough. So I treated that Honda Odyssey just like a drag race. I did. Hell yeah. Wow. Yeah. On the next one, just take the fan assembly out and you'll be able to get the cat out. No problem. No diesel work lately. Huh? Um, Dan, I can't say at this point everything was switching the way it should. Well, no, the downstream O2 was switching too fast. When it switches too fast, it's got the wrong amount of oxygen. So that junk in Chicago treated like a drag car. Yeah. So I don't know. Whenever it gets to the shop, I'll take it for a drive and see what it does. But I couldn't. If in most cases, right now, I'm probably aiming towards a bad new cat. Which is not unheard of, but we'll see. Bad new cat, yeah. It's happened. Chrysler Town and Countries, I've seen it happen a lot. Subarus, not really, because the cats are so small on those things that typically they all work. But they may have not built this one right. So, well, it is 10, everybody. Much as I hate to do it, I got to go upstairs and make sure Ashley got her meds and put my ass in the shower. So, everybody, thanks for stopping in and chatting with me and putting up with my nonsense. We will do this again next Tuesday. Thanks, Renegade. Hope you feel better, man. And everybody have a good what's left of your week. Bonnie's tripped me out and helped Phil change his timing belt. We undid about 8 bolts on the side cover. 2 radiator hoses in the whole front. Oh, yeah. Later, Brian. Thanks, Dan. Mohawk, take it easy. Good night, Woody. And if Jason throws up a surprise Thursday, then we'll see you then. Otherwise, we'll catch you on Tuesday. Everybody take it easy. Later.